Okay, well, so for some more analysis on this, we can speak to the retired General Hisham Jabir of the Lebanese Army, who joins us now via phone. Mr. General Jabir, thank you very much for joining us on TRT. Well, first of all, your response to this action by the United States.
Yes, sir. I think this strike, first of all, it's limited, quick, and narrow. This strike couldn't be done without coordination with Moscow. Since Moscow came to the Syrian war heavy with S-300, 400, Moscow sent a letter to whom it may concern. Any strike or any flight over the Syrian land could be coordinated with Moscow. And since then, we see no air accident between the Americans or any other, air force with the Russian air defense system in Syria. Second, why Moscow did accept this or this strike? I think the relationship between Washington and Moscow now is as good, has never been like this before. And since President Trump said that moving Assad is not a first priority, I think it was a credit given to Moscow. Now, based on those very, horrible photos, videos showing the victims, in Khan Sheikhoun, and since America is not sure that can make something in the Security Council facing the Russian, veto, eventual Russian veto, I think this strike has been made, as we said, limited and quick and narrow. Now we have to say the truth, or everybody, all observers are asking. Investigation is not over yet about those chemical weapons. Everybody said that maybe the other side, the opposition and ISIS and maybe Al-Nusra and other organizations, they do have, and they did use chemical weapons started by Chlor and others. Now, why is this, American first intervention against the Syrian army, which presents, in my opinion, a breakthrough? It's the first time it happened for 5 years or 6 years.
Now, General Jabir, of course, sorry to interrupt, sir, but we must just try and get some more discussion going. Now, you mentioned that this is a limited action, perhaps a one-off, but how destabilizing do you think it could be for Syria, for the Americans to take this kind of unilateral action against the Assad regime in this particular instance, when there are, of course, many other elements within Syria that people like Lebanon and the rest of the region are concentrating on, namely the terrorist organizations within the country? Because once Bashar al-Assad is removed, there is seemingly issues as to who would perhaps replace him.
Yeah, I think this strike is the last strike against the Syrian army, and Damascus will understand this, and I think Moscow will play a role of mediator between them, because we cannot, hide the reality. Of course, Moscow will deny this and will condemn this, but everybody knows that they couldn't do it. Since the White House, said, we did strike the Syrian weapons in the same base, and we avoid to strike Russian, Anyway, I think this is going to be the last strike on purpose. On purpose, I said, because in last September, American Air Force did strike in Deir Zur Syrian army and killed about 80, but they said it was by mistake. Now, this is the last strike, in my opinion, against the Syrian army, and it's over. Second strike, second American intervention, second target will be ISIS, will be maybe other organization, and cooperation. I said this time cooperation, not coordination, cooperation with Moscow. Here also, we don't have to forget what happened, you know. As you know, this strike may be, you know, like they moved once more, you know, and they changed, they mixed the cards in the Syrian land. Don't forget Turkey. Turkey has been disappointed. We have to say the truth. Turkey made, you know, this operation. Turkey was aimed after the liberation of Al-Bab to go to Memphis. Turkey had.
Okay, General Hisham Jabir, I'm sorry to interrupting you, sir, but we have run out of time. But thank you very much for your analysis and thanks for joining us.